Listen to this. Jason from Kenosha, Wisconsin writes, "Dear Joel, you are a weird, twitchy mother effer who stumbles over his words and yet somehow comes off as a douchebag. You should definitely stop doing review videos on your own. Sincerely, Jason."
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, he must have watched the email video. Anyway, this is, I'm at VSpot Joel.
At VSpot Jean.
And we're doing an impromptu video for you. Josh is on vacation and I swiped his camera and a microphone before he left. So this is gonna be amateur, no cool graphics, nothing like that. We're totally gonna post this without his permission. And tonight it's SUBTANK Central at VSpot Vapes. We're gonna talk about the now discontinued SUBTANK, the SUBTANK Mini, and the SUBTANK Nano.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so let's talk about common elements. What do all three of these tanks have in common?
Awesome flavor.
Okay, what else do they have in common?
Awesome organic Japanese cotton coils.
Okay, so they all take that coil, and they've all got mad airflow, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
So I think between those three things, it's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah.
In spite of this one being discontinued. So we'll go ahead and talk about this one first. The SUBTANK and the SUBTANK Mini are both hybrid tanks, meaning that you can either use the prefab coil heads that come in 1.2 and 0.5 ohms, or you can put an RBA in them. And in fact, the RBA for the Mini is a mini RBA, and they're not kidding. I mean, this sucker is super tiny.
Can you see this? Can you even see it?
Like, and for reference, this is the drip tip that came by default on the Nano. So this little RBA is...
It's tiny.
It's just not much. It's about the same size as a really shorty drip tip. And I don't know if that's the right term, but I don't care. So
things come in small packages.
Sometimes they do.
All right, let's do this.
So let's talk about the big one first, because it's now discontinued. Let's talk about why. Number one, it's huge. It's huge. It's 25 millimeters in diameter. Came with this adapter ring so that you can get it down to 22 millimeters. I currently have this on the SMK flagship, my favorite mech mod of all time.
Favorite? His favorite.
Hands down my favorite. And when the SUBTANK is on, it's on. This thing is amazing with the RBA especially. I originally was not too impressed with the OCC coils in this. No, I want to take that back. I was reasonably impressed, but once I went to the RBA, there was no comparison at all. But other reasons why I think this got discontinued in spite of the, or just, I can talk. It's not just the size. This sucker gets hot. So they've got two coils staged on that RBA, and if you take two long draws off of this thing, by the end of the second draw, you are burning your lips. So that's not so bueno in my book. But when it's on, it's on. I mean, like Donkey Kong. This thing is really good. I get the best flavor and vapor production out of anything that I own from this thing. It's almost too bad that it got discontinued, but I think there are a lot of options for people who build their own coils. There's no need to put two coils on that deck. You can do a single coil build at a higher resistance, not get so much heat, but still get pretty good vapor and flavor out of it. And I'm a flavor chaser more so than a vapor chaser, but I do love to play with clouds, I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, it's all about the flavor of the juice.
All right, what you got next?
Well, I'm gonna throw it to you and make you talk about the SUBTANK Nano.
SUBTANK Nano, it's a great little tank. I was surprised at how small it was. We immediately compared it to the AeroTank V2. As you can see, I have the drip tip from the V2 on here.
Yeah, and I think if I can make an observation there, when she put the bore size on the drip tip that comes with the Nano is bigger, and I think that maybe helps with the vapor production, maybe a little bit, but I think the flavor that you get out of this, it seems like it's much more concentrated.
It is. I switched them out for personal preference. I just like this tip more. But I did notice immediately there seemed to be a better flavor. Now the Nano has a capacity of 3 milliliters. The range is 12 to 25 watts. So, if you're using the 1.2 coil, OCC coil in there, you can put it theoretically on like an iStick and have it vape just fine, as long as your wattage is turned up.
Down.
Crud.
Keep going.
Keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and vape just a little bit here and
show us what you got.
Show the vapor production. Here we go.
Don't burn yourself. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Pretty nice, yeah. Flavor is pure, crisp, clean. I mean, it's just fantastic. I love it. Also, the juice that I'm using is pretty amazing.
What's the liquid you got there?
It is the Koval Vapes Pear Berry.
Opened yesterday.
I mean, it's good juice. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this tank will suck your juice. I mean, if you like your juice a lot, you're definitely gonna have to refill this sucker multiple times throughout the day.
You had any dry hits or any experience like that?
No dry hits. It wicked pretty quickly. Overall, I am very satisfied. I did come off of the Atlantis into this, and I don't see myself going back to the Atlantis for a little while.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
I mean, this is nice. I like it. No problems. So now let's talk about the Mini.
All right. So the Mini is the nice space in between, and as I think we mentioned, comes with the world's smallest RBA. I'm not going to open that up because there will be discrete videos for each of these where we break them down and go bit by bit and talk about all the characteristics and maybe even do some builds and stuff like that on them. So we'll play with them. I've got the OCC coil in there now running at 0.5 ohms. Absolutely fantastic. I also am vaping the Pearberry because, oh my God, this stuff is so good.
So good. Love it. Look at that. That's nice clouds.
And holy crap, the flavor just pops on this, and it's like everything else KangerTech makes. It's a really nice, light, airy vapor. It's not a super saturated, wet vape like you get out of the Atlantis. And I always keep my airflow hole wide open like a proper gentleman. And I think probably one of the things we should mention is that if you get one of these devices, you want to keep the juice at least like above a third of the way, because the OCC coils wick from the side. So they've got these big holes in the steel of the coil head with the cotton pressed up against it where it's wicking the e-liquid out of the tank. So if you drop below that, you will get dry hits. I've not had any dry hits out of this one yet. I've used both the RBA and the OCC. And oddly enough, I think the RBA is a little bit more resistant to dry hitting because it is wicking from the bottom of that little mini RBA. But great solid lineup. I'm a little disappointed to see this one discontinued, but I think I understand the reasons why. I've had my fair share of snafus with this one.
You know where you can find it still, though.
Yeah,
right?
We still have them in stock, and if this is like a year after this video is posted, we might still even have some in stock. I don't know, but the prices will probably be much lower by then. So if you're looking for a discount on a fun toy to play with and do your own builds, I think this is the one.
We'll see as time passes.
So that's it for this impromptu video. I am at VSpotJoel.
I am at VSpotJean.
Follow us on Twitter. At VSpotVapes on Twitter is our main account. Our official Twitter account.
You can also check us out on Instagram at VSpotVapes, the official Instagram, as well as Facebook. Facebook because we
Facebook.
love social media.
We do love social media.
Yeah, we like to be social.
I think we're also on Google Plus, maybe even.
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah, we're like everywhere.
We are.
So
We love you.
we love you, but we're not on Tinder because we don't love you in that way.
Not that kind of way.
So thanks for watching this impromptu video. We hope the low bit quality doesn't turn you off. And with that, we bid you adieu and say vape on.
Vape on. Look at all that cloud.
And I disappear in a cloud of vapor.